Okay, beautiful people, how are you all doing today? Hope you guys are doing well. So, some people have been asking me, let me say, most of us here have been saying, Milton, we will want to know how the job situation is, how much you spend per a month in the Netherlands, and how we should go about accommodation. Now, if you check this channel, you are going to see the videos I did about accommodation, what you should expect, and everything. Then the video on how jobs operate here, what to expect, what you need to know, they are equally on the channel already. So today we are going to talk about how much I spend each month in the Netherlands, like the money I spend. And I'm going to talk about 6 things: the money I spend on rent, the money I spend on groceries, the money I spend on transportation, the money I spend on eating out, the money I spend on exercise, and the money I spend on entertainment. These are the things I'm going to talk about because, of course, I think these are the things a student need, right? Now, let's go further. But before we go further, I want to say there is a booking link below. If you want to talk to me one-on-one, click that link, you book a call, then you come and we discuss. Thank you. Let's talk about how much I spend every month in the Netherlands. Well, I live alone in my one room and everything is there, but I use the external toilet. Okay, I do not have self-contained because it was a bit difficult for me to get that. Remember, I'm sharing my life updates here. Take charge of yourself and always stand tall, because of course you are in a foreign country, you don't have a father here. Even if your father is still on or not, you do not have a mother, you are on your own. So don't leave because you see people living. And again, I'm a very calculative somebody. I mean, before I do things, I think. Now, so like I told you, it depends on what accommodation you get, but that was what I found. And again, looking at when I came in and a whole lot of things, my academics was important, so I had to take it. And when I took it, I realized that many people were now looking for something like that because what they saw they couldn't afford. Okay, I know a lot of people who are paying more than me, but again, it is what it is. So my rent, every month I pay my rent every 16, right? Every 16. The details I won't share here. And the money I put into the company's account is 430 euros. I live alone, like I told you guys. Now, 430 euros is inclusive of internet, water, and I think there is another one. What is that? Yeah, that is that. When I pay this 430 into the company's account, I don't give anything again for rent. That is my money for the month. Now, let's go to the groceries. Please calculate in your own local currency so you know. Some people are paying more than me. I know almost all the people I know, they pay more than me. But again, like I said, I don't live fancy here. I am a student, so I have a budget. And if I had a way to even bring this rent to 200 euros, I would do that. But again, this is the Netherlands. Anything you see, you take it. You guys already know. So groceries, my groceries per month, I'm calling it groceries, whatsoever it may be, just take it like that. Well, I buy foodstuff most of the time. I buy weekly, like today. I got some stuff today. And at the end of the month, I think I can spend around 70 to 80 euros for my food stuff. Yes, because like I said, I barely eat, I'm barely home, and I'm so busy. Sometimes I only grab my stuff and put in my bag. So sometimes let's just put it at 80 euros. Some months it doesn't reach this, some months it goes towards this. Yes, I think this month it went towards this because I traveled to Germany, and again, I had to feed myself, you understand? But that is by the way. So let's just put my groceries at 80 euros. Then transportation, I live 10 minutes away from my school. My house is not far from school, and again, I have a bicycle, though it has a problem now, but I have a bicycle. Okay, so most of the time I take it. I even trek to my house. This week I've been trekking. So on transportation, I don't pay anything, except that I'm late, then I can use my bus card to pay. There is money I put in that bus card, 20 euros. I think it was 28 euros. Now I still have like 20 euros inside. So basically, I can say I don't use transportation. I don't pay anything for transportation. And that money I put in that account, in that card, because I was to travel around and of course it's still part of transportation. But for moving to school, I do not spend anything to go to school. Okay, I can walk to school, I always walk. So that is it. Then for eating out, I spend €0 because, of course, I don't eat out. That is my first thing. Secondly, is because the food here is quite different. I'm in a different culture. You know that, and I'm so selective when it comes to food. I don't just eat anyhow. So what I eat, I cook. However, if I'm outside, then I can buy stuff. But this is not like outside. Like I travel to another place. Like I bought stuff in Germany, but it's not inclusive. But for that, I should sit and go to a restaurant that I want to eat because I don't have food at home. I don't do that. I cook what I eat. Okay, so €0 for that. Then for exercise, I do not pay any money for exercise. If you guys follow me on Instagram or TikTok, yeah, Instagram, or even anywhere on Facebook, you would have noticed that I always walk around my vicinity, around the estate I stay. And the balls, there are some balls I bought. Those balls, I bought them for €28. The 10 kilogram balls you guys saw me with. So I use them for my workout. Now it's on hold because I'm struggling with exam and a whole lot of things. After I'm done, then I can kickstart with my exercise again. But that is enough for me. I do not need a gym. I do not need anything. Just those balls, they are okay for me. Then for entertainment, YouTube, Spotify, cinema, Netflix, I do not pay anything for that because of course I have data. I have not subscribed to anything. I see some of you have Netflix, fantastic, but I don't have that. I don't have Spotify. Well, I have one in my phone. I use YouTube mostly because of course I work mostly with YouTube. So that is it. Zero for entertainment. Maybe let's just put 28 for exercise, then 0 for eating out, 0 for transportation, right? 80 for groceries and rent, 480. If you put everything together, you will see, I don't know how much that is. In CFA France is around approaching 400,000 every month. So this is what you need to know if you are moving here. Please always calculate in euros. Like I said, everything is pushing towards €500. Now, before you come, know that you have to pay a deposit, okay, and your rent. Because definitely, if you find an apartment or a room like me in an apartment, because of course you have to take a room in an apartment, like I told you. So if it happens like that, then this is what you are going to maybe get something around that amount. Yours may be a bit slightly above mine. Well, it depends again. So please put all these things to consideration and then think. It's important. Now, if you listen to me very well and do this calculation, you will see that in a month, I don't spend up to how much? 1,200, right? I spend, maybe if you want to calculate, it should be around €600. Let's just leave it at 600. Now, the immigration says that you need at least 1,200, 1,300 per month, right? If you multiply that money you give the school, your living cost, 14,000 or 15,000 euros divided by 12 should give you around 1,000, 1,002. Not so. That's to tell you that it is the government, right? They are just saying if at all you don't find a cheap something, you will have to pay something from 800 or above. Even at that, there are accommodations here that when you get, the government supports you. If you get accommodation with the school, the government supports you. Like I have my friends staying in the hostel. The government pays part of their money and they pay part, okay? But first, when you come in, you need to do a deposit and a rent. So there is a procedure. The video is still there. It's there. Please go and verify, then listen to everything I said. And I hope this helps you. Watch this.